I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. It's the last day before the patch comes out tomorrow. Death Knight, March of the Lich King effect. And I will be opening packs tomorrow. I'll be doing a whole pack opening on stream. I'll be coming on as quickly as I can to do that pack opening for everybody because it's going to take a while. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was to kind of give a kudos, a data boy, whatever you want to say, to Blizzard about the new mini events. And I know that's weird to say because the rewards track isn't getting anything new to it, but if you were to take some of these things that are on these mini events and you were to add them to the reward track, you would be happy that they were on the reward track. I mean, the fact that these aren't on the reward track is not the problem. And if they were on the reward track, okay, so there's not a ton that you're getting off of this. You're getting one extra card back, you're getting one extra pack, and you're getting 3 extra unique cards. But here's the thing, if they keep up what they're doing, and they do this for once a month, then you get at least 3 extra packs on the quote-unquote reward track. And if they were to just add the 3 extra packs, and let's say they do 3 cards every single time, then 9 extra cards to the pack, to the reward track, you would sit there and go, wow, they walked on the rewards track. But by, I don't know, Christmas, you would have gotten everything on the rewards track. I'll be shocked, I'll be amazed, I'll be surprised if by Christmas I have any amount of the rewards track left to go. I grind it hard and heavy. You know, at least for the first 100 pack, part of the reward track. And having stuff like this come up every once in a while would help for, keeping the game entertaining. I'm going to show up and do these things, and they're not hard. And when the last one came around, the last one before this, which was the Headless Horseman, I was already done with the rewards track. I would have been, if that was on the last rewards track, I would have gotten it, 2, 3, 4 months ago, whatever. And it's kind of nice to have some of this stuff coming up, if they can keep it up. And they've got some stuff that's coming up right now. They've got, and if you're to do each one as a 2-week event, the first 2 weeks, that'd be awesome. Because you've got March of the Lich King for right now, which I'm just going to call December. And then January, you could do Winter Veil. Do a Winter Veil event, and that could be all of January. And yes, I understand that Winter Veil is technically like the Christmas event, but it runs well into the new year. Even in the game, it runs well into the new year. And it'd be fine to push it down to the new year and have it start in like January 6th and run for 2 weeks. And then for February, you could do Love is in the Air. Or you could, and then March you could do the Lunar Festival. That's about the time when Lunar Festival would come around. And then April, you can basically run into Noborgan. Not Noborgan, Noborgale, or whatever it's called, the Easter event. And then by that particular time, you're up to the next set again. I mean, unless I'm counting wrong, you might even have the next set in between those, and then run the Easter event. So, you got December, January, February, March, and by April, the next set would come around. So January is, Christmas. February you could do Love is in the Air. And March you could basically do the Lunar Festival. And you're next up to the next set, and then right after that you could do the Easter event. That would be like April. May you could even do like Kids Day, which is fine for everything to do. June you're basically talking about the time to do Mid-Fire Festival basically. I mean, we're already up to June, and I mean, there's other events that you can do. I mean, then, let's see, July, August, so you have July and August, and then September, and then we're back to October. So, and when you hit October, you're back to Hallow's End. Or if you want to do before October, you could do like, you could do a mini event at that particular time where you brought back cards again. Like you could do another Doom in the Tomb event or something like that. So, I mean, if they can think of something to do every single month, that, really boosts the reward track, and it doesn't require much to do that. I mean, and you could say, oh, they should just add all this stuff to the reward track right off the bat. And I can see the argument for that. That by putting this stuff in and saying that this event will only be available for a limited time, you're basically putting another clock onto something that's going to run until the 20th. So if you can't get in between the 6th and the 20th, which is only basically about like a week and a half long, like barely 2 weeks. And, especially when, people might start having stuff for Christmas and stuff like that, if they celebrate, people are starting to get, do stuff at that particular time. And, it sucks to miss out on an event like this. And put in another, mandatory thing that you're saying, hey, come in and do it these 2 weeks or you're in trouble. And where the rewards track, you can eat a ton of it even at the last week or two and you'll be fine. And I get that, but on the other hand, there's people like me, and there's a ton of people out there like me, that hit it hard and fast and would burn through all this content and then basically go to Blizzard and say, hey, why is there no content? So, it's kind of a trade-off that, you may be on vacation from the 6th to the 20th. And you can't do this, but, on the other hand, you're going to otherwise burn through content to try to upload all this stuff, and then you have people who sit there and go, hey, there's no content for right now. And, it's okay to have something that doesn't come back. But you could also maybe find a way to make it come back down the road. I mean, if you wanted to get new players into Hearthstone in general, you could hold on to some of these. And if you haven't played in X amount of days or whatever, you could have a lot of these sitting that as soon as you're done, like let's say the Head of Swordsman wasn't here, and you joined right now and you didn't have the anything before this, you just like joined like right here, right now, on this particular patch because you want to do Death Knights. once you're done with Death Knights, they could sit there and go, okay, here's the stuff for the Headless Horseman event. And you could get that as kind of like a boon for coming back. Sit there and go, okay, and I doubt they're going to do that. The whole idea is to do a FOMO thing. I get it. But that would be a way to actually get people into the game and get them back and running. Is sit there and go, hey, after I'm done with the Death Knight, I can go back and do the Headless Horseman, and then I'll get the extra pack for that. I get why they're not going to do it because of the FOMO thing. And you'd have people who basically wait till the very end. Or basically wait until, it makes sense for them to blow them all and just go through them all. But you're really not gaining that much by doing that. Yeah, you get a couple more card backs and you get an extra pack or something like that. But honestly, at this particular point, if you're a brand new player, you need like 100 packs just to start off with. Just like handed to you like candy. Like, oh, you've joined and you haven't played. Here's 100 packs, just enjoy. I mean, especially if they were like 30, 30, and 30. And like 10 from like the newest set. I doubt, you'd see a decline in pack buys up by doing that. In fact, you might even see an increase in that, but I get it, that, every pack you give away is a pack you don't sell. But, and I'm not trying to get you to give away the whole store. It just seems like that could be an interesting way of getting people interested in the game, surprised about the game, happy about the game, whatever word you want to use. That, hey, I missed out on this event. Or maybe somewhere down the road when you have nothing to bring out for a while. You bring back the Headless Horseman, even if it doesn't make sense. You bring back the Headless Horseman in April. And you say, hey, if you never got the Headless Horseman done this year, here's a chance to get it. Or you're like, hey, you missed out on the Lich King, here's a chance to get it. Especially when you know that you're going to have dips in the game, because you know that there's going to be dips in the game. And you're getting a lot better at getting rid of those dips. Like this whole last cycle, I can't remember a super dip happening. Where everybody said, okay, we're just done playing and we're just going to wait for the next set. Or the set before this, there was a super dip where it was like, everybody was like, yeah, we know what the game looks like and we're just waiting for the next set. But, if you guys can keep this up, and we see one of these pretty much a month, that would, like, really, boost the game. And again, if you want to use my ideas about what to bring out next, please feel free to do it. I mean, it's not hard to sit there and say, okay, the next one after this should be Christmas, and then after that we can do Love Is in the Air. I mean, so if you keep this up, if you keep people interested, they will come back. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember, play for